Yo, let's go, baby. I just out-sniped a sniper with a fucking RPG.
What's going on, homies? It is Trevor, and yes, your eyes do not deceive you. We are back on some 2040 oof. It is such a pet peeve of mine to see a video about a certain game, but then the gameplay in the background is something completely different. So, unfortunately, to make this video, I had to play some Battlefield 2042. But we're gonna move right into today's topic. Now, of course, update 3.3, the scoreboard update, was completely insignificant, as well as all of their past updates, because they do nothing to the aesthetic, they changed none of the gameplay. All they did was fix the stability issues and the server issues, things that needed to be done, but it didn't really do much to the experience, other than make it less bad. But over the weekend, I watched a video by Enders talking about update 3.4, which is supposed to be a much more significant update. And he made a couple of suggestions about the fix that they're going to be doing, or really the overhaul they're going to be doing on weapon attachments, as well as the overhaul they're supposed to be doing on the vehicles, even though they only mentioned the bolt. Now, fortunately, they seem to want to make some drastic changes, but unfortunately, the people that want to do those changes have about as many brain cells as I do Ferraris. So I figured I would give them a little bit of insight on what exactly the players might want. Starting with the vehicles, really complex, so I need you to pay close attention. We need less of them on every game mode that involves a vehicle. Now I'm gonna give you a second to write that down and really process that, guys. But in all seriousness, it's just that simple. People want to nerf the health on them. That's ridiculous. Whenever your vehicle is severely damaged, it takes a long time without a repair tool to replenish it back to full health. Hitting it with 3 rockets is just fine. The only thing that they need to nerf is the splash damage on certain guns, remove at least most of the weaponry from transport vehicles, and just cut down on how many vehicles can spawn so that all of these open anti-infantry maps that they made will not be dominated by vehicles. It's just that simple. Now, number 2, the weapon attachments. These weapon attachments not only do absolutely nothing, but they make no sense. You'll see in the menu for your underbarrel grips, the short grips will help you while you're moving, but somehow ruin your stationary accuracy, while the longer grips will help your static accuracy and ruin your moving accuracy. This is not how grips work. Now, not completely like a muzzle brake or a compensator that will lower the recoil on your barrel and also help with muzzle flash control, grips usually have a good bit of weight on them, and no matter how long or how short the grip is, it's going to provide you with more stability and more recoil control, period. That's what the grips are for. Now, what they could do is have the shorter grips increase your aim down sight speed while not giving as much recoil control as the longer grips, while the longer grips could do just the opposite. The longer grips can help with more recoil control, but you lose aim down sight speed, and as another addition, you probably get some more hip fire accuracy. That makes sense. Now, we have no ability to change the stock in this game, which I don't get. Just because you only have a plus system doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to have a different stock and just be stuck with it how it is until the next match when you can change it inside the menu. There should be much more customizability in this game than there is with these attachments. Now, the next one, the compensators, muzzle brakes, whatever you want to call them, as well as the silencers. Now, the silencers should do just what they say. Depending on the silencer, yeah, you can have some bullet velocity changes, whatever, but they're just supposed to make your gun relatively silent, at least in the gaming aspect, because in real life, even silencers are pretty damn loud whenever you shoot the gun. Now, you can have some of them that increase bullet velocity, but maybe increase recoil control just if you're trying to be creative, even though it wouldn't do that in a real life scenario. And the ammo types, they are okay right now, I guess, but there's some cons and there's some pros to all of these that just don't make sense. The subsonics, just take them out, replace them with a 9mm version of your magazine. That way you get, the faster fire rate and the recoil control like they already try to do with some of the attachments for ammo right now, but just have the ammo types be significant enough to where people might want to actually change them up depending on the situation that they're in, because right now they're basically pointless. And lastly, the sights. Please give us an option for some goddamn reticles. The reticles that you have in this game suck, as well as maybe an option in the menu like in other Battlefield games every other one where you can change the color of your reticle? Why do we have to stay with this obnoxious, obstructive combination of these reticles for all of these different scopes that we have? Why can we not make it a blue dot? Why can we not make it a green dot? Give us some customizability options so we can at least feel like we're having a unique and personal experience. Which brings me to my last point that goes right back to the menus. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot promote this enough. I cannot incentivize this enough. I cannot say anything about this being enough to say, please implement some aim, god darn, mother flippin', what the fuck ever, bro. I'm trying to keep it PG for this last section, but it makes me so fucking mad. Add some aim response curves into this game. The one that you made for this game is doo-doo. Doo-doo. You should see my fingers right now swinging around like I'm President Donald Trump. Doo-doo. It's an aggressive curve until you get about halfway across your stick, and then it finally speeds up to the correct speed. Add a linear response curve. Add a dynamic response curve. Add a quote-unquote legacy response curve that is similar to either Battlefield 3 or 4, or Battlefield 1, or even maybe one that's like Battlefield 5, or do what Apex does and give us the freedom to make our own with an actual advanced control setting. I cannot stress this enough. If they added in an aim response curve, I would literally kiss their ass. And I don't mean compliment them. I will pull their pants down and I will kiss their butt cheeks. That's what I'm talking about, guys. There's so many things that they can do that are just so essential to the experience that they're completely blowing over, or they're just doing it wrong. But there's many other things that they could change in this game, especially with season 1 supposedly right around a couple corners, maybe down the block, maybe the next state over, I don't know. But I want to know what you guys think, something that can be implemented or changed in this game that will incentivize you to actually come back and try the game out again. Let me know all that down in the comments section below. But if you like this commentary or you like this gameplay, please leave this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time I post new content, because I'm posting stuff all the time. Thanks for coming around and checking out the channel. Thanks a ton for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.